Hey guys, how's it going today? I thought I would drop by and give another video about music today. Today, I'm going to tell you about my favorite albums from 2015. Last year, basically, yeah. Um, I was gonna do a top 15 of 15 to kind of keep in with the 15 theme, but I decided to just say, nah, whatever. Let's just, I'm just gonna go at it, just give you some albums that I really liked, probably my favorites from that year. Um, Most of them are gonna be punk rock. There's a few other genres mixed in there, and there'll be some that I don't have like I'm going to be pulling up the CDs to show you, and some of them are, I don't even have the CDs, I don't have them with me right here, so I'm just going to like go with it, and yeah. Anyways, I'm going to start. One of my favorite albums this year, and the first one was the new Teenage Bottle Rocket album, Tales from Wyoming. I thought this was a really great album. Not really my favorite of theirs, but it's still really good. I mean, it's like if you're a Ramones fan saying Road to Ruin isn't as good as their self-titled or Rocket to Russia. I mean, Teenage Bottle Rocket falls right into there. I guess it's just personal preference, really. Great album. If you like pop punk or skate punk, I would definitely check this out. Yeah. Next one that I liked, another one that I liked from this year was I was recommended this band from a random person. And I decided to check it out because I found the CD at the record store, and it was Title Fight's Hyperview, and I liked this album a lot. I don't know, I'm getting like a real sort of like grungy, somewhat like a grungy post-punky sound out of this. Like, I don't know how that sounds, but it sounds like it could come out sometime around like, I don't know. I know his band is somewhat of an indie band, I'm guessing. I don't know much about Title Fight, but I like this album. I might check out their other stuff. I got some real Nirvana guitar vibes from this. This is worth a check out if you can find it and you like different music. Okay. Next one was the new Leftover Crack album, Constructs of the State. This one has been a long time coming. Yeah. I don't know if I like it better than their other two, but I still think it's a pretty well done album. Probably my favorite political album that came out this year. It's it's got great artwork even. I don't know. I just like the artwork on that the Leftover Crack guys have been using, whether it's on the Morning Glory or the Starfucking Hipsters albums or whatever. I just like the art that they put on them. Yeah. I don't think Ezra from Morning Glory and the other Leftover Crack Choking Victim albums is on this one, but it's still, a lot of guests on this one. I would check it out if you're into if you're into punk. Yeah. Anyways, this album, Zombie, Shapeshift. If you've seen some of my other random weird videos that popped up, I'm a huge electronic music fan. I was recommended this one too by someone I know, and I found it at the record store, and I checked it out. I really enjoy it. It really sort of, I have, kind of one of those things that inspires me to do projects type of thing, and it's great background music. I think they call themselves Zombie because they're inspired by Goblin soundtracks from Dario Argento movies and all those European horror movies from the 70s and 80s, which is a great inspiration. I'm glad somebody picked that up. I might check out more stuff like this. This obviously isn't one of the punk releases that I'm reviewing or putting on my list. So yeah. Next one is, and this might be my favorite album this year, Nightbirds Mutiny at Muscle Beach. Basically, sort of like a Dead Kennedys adolescence, surf punk, you know, sounds like it could come straight out of the 80s. These guys are good. I like their second album too. That was probably one of my top of 2013. If I could rewrite the list, I'd probably put their previous album on the top of 2013. This one is on top 2015. I'm stoked on what these guys could come out with following this. Would like to see them live, but doesn't matter. They're still great. Okay. Obviously, the new Strung Out and Good Riddance albums are going to make the list. Two veteran bands on Fat, been around for several years. Both of these albums they're very like, you know, a good band that can still do good. I listen to these quite a lot, and they're definitely like staples of this year's punk rock releases. The new Screeching Weasel album, Baby Phat Act 1, I enjoyed it. It wasn't amazing. There were some really good songs in here. It's sort of like, I guess you could say it's kind of like The Clash's Sandinista or Ranted's Life Won't Wait. It's a large offering, but there's like, it could be crafted into like a 10-song album of great songs if you really wanted to. My only complaint is there's not enough Ben Weasel singing, which is sort of like the thing that's like Screeching Weasel about Screeching Weasel. Still a great album. It's kind of a concept opera album. Check it out if you can find it. I think this is super rare and out of print now, especially the CD version. I mean, I'm sure you can find it digitally if you really want it. And Millencolin's True Brew. I should have probably included this with Strung Out and Good Riddance. I think that's how you pronounce them, Millencolin. I hope I'm not mispronouncing their name, Millencolin. This album, I'm glad that old school skate punk. That's a skater word, old school, not old fashioned. Millencolin. I'm glad this type of skate punk still exists and it can still sound good and fresh. I know recently in the punk community, bands like Pennywise get a lot of flack for just being, I don't know. I've just seen skate punk get a lot of flack in recent years in the punk community. Don't understand why. Good album. I'm cool. This album is something I listen to a lot, and I hope these guys make more albums in the future. Good to hear they're still awesome and relevant. And the last album I have with me right here is the new Killing Joke album, Pylon. I think this is a pretty great album, and it does what Killing Joke albums do best, otherworldly, synthesizer, tribal stuff. That's probably the best blurting out of words that I can think of them with. Yeah, this is the deluxe edition that has, extra songs, and I'm glad that these guys are still going strong with us, their classic lineup. I know one of their guys died several years ago, but I'm glad that they're still going strong and all that. And, especially in the fact that, Lemmy just died of Motorhead, we can still have good old 80s, metal guys around British metal guys around to do good music and stuff. Yeah, I'll mention that one too. I don't have that with me. The new Motorhead album is pretty good, and I like the Danzig cover album that came out too, but I just don't have them with me right now. Anyways, I've made this video way too long, so bye.